Welcome, friends. My name's Chris. I'm from Transformation Nation Yoga and Wellness. Welcome to Gentle Vinyasa. Today, we're going to be focusing on the lower back, the lumbar spine. I've had a long history of back injuries and back pain, and my experience has been when the cause of the pain is structural, I feel like there are some things that yoga can do that can make a big difference in our comfort level. But when it's a soft tissue issue, which happens a lot with back pain, sometimes a single session can make a difference. What you'll need to be safe and to get the most out of your practice today are a sticky yoga mat, such as I have behind me here, and two foam or cork yoga blocks. For some of what we're doing today, it will be difficult to replicate the exact angles without the block. And please don't let not having the block keep you from doing the practice today. Anything that we do on the block, you can be doing directly on the floor. So pause your recording, roll out your mat, gather up your props, and when you're ready, press play, and I'll meet you on your mat for Gentle Vinyasa. Find a comfortable seated position. Could be anything. Could be eventually I'd like to have you in a cross-legged seat. But for now, if you wanted to use hero's pose or any other seated position. And then from your seat, find length along your spine. So for me, this feels like pressing down into my seat. And then I visualize lifting out of my heart and the crown of my head like there's a string tied there, gently tugging up. And if it feels safe and comfortable, close down your eyes. Draw a deep, deep, deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go with a sound. We're going to start out today with a little bit of breath work. We're going to do Kapalabhati, or skull cleansing breath. So what I'll cue you to do is draw a half breath through your nose, half an inhale through your nose, and then exhale through the nose like a sneeze-like motion as you snap your belly button back towards your spine, and then relax your belly button. So this is not snap in, snap out. This is snap in and relax. And we'll do 3 rounds of 30 of this. In between, I'll ask you to drop your, we're going to find an energetic lock called Jalandhara, where we drop the chin toward the chest, lift the chest up toward the chin. We'll hold with empty lungs for a period of time. Then I'll cue you to lift the chin, inhale through your nose, and then hold the breath, chin to chest, chest to chin again. We'll go through the cycle for 3 rounds. So exhale out all of your breath. And then draw in a half breath through your nose. We exhale, 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 X, 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 X. Five, four, three, two, one. Exhale out all of your breath. Drop your chin down towards your chest. Lift your chest up to your chin. Hold. Lift your chin. Inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Chest to chin, chin to chest. Lift your chin. Exhale through your mouth with a ha sound. Good. Draw in a half breath through your nose. Exhale, 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 X, 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 X. Five, four, three, two, one. Exhale out all your breath, chin to chest, chest to chin. Lift your chin, inhale through your nose, and then hold the breath, chest to chin, chin to chest. Lift your chin, exhale through your mouth. Ha. One last round. Draw in a half breath through your nose. Exhale, 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 X, 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 X. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out all your breath. Chin to chest, chest to chin. And then lift your chin, inhale through your nose. Hold the breath, chest to chin, chin to chest. Lift your chin, exhale through your mouth. Eyes are closed, body is relaxed, breath is natural. Maybe check into your tension points or the barometers that you use to gauge where your nervous system is at, and just notice the impact of that breath. My skin is a little bit flushed. My body feels warmer. And start pressing down into your seat. Lift up out of your heart and the crown of your head again. On an inhale, float your left hand up over your head. Drop your left hand to the crown of your head. Lift through the spine again, and then on an exhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Relax your right shoulder. Maybe flip the palm up, right palm up toward the sky. On your next inhale, use your left hand, draw the crown of your head back up to center. Float your left arm up overhead. And then as you exhale, drop your left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right hand by your right hip. Inhale, lengthen along the spinal column. As you exhale, rotate your hips back to the left first, and then hard to the right. Inhale. Exhale, release the twist. Take your left hand down to the earth in line with your left thigh. Tuck the webbing between your right thumb and your right index finger into your right hip, and then relax over that left thigh first. On an inhale, relax your arms, open your heart over to the right. As you exhale, pull the heel of your left hand back towards your left knee. Press the right hand down into the right hip crease. Inhale, relax the arms, open your heart up to the right. Exhale, fold over your left thigh, engage both arms. Flow through this 4 more times at the cadence and pace of your own breath. If you haven't done so already, start to engage within Ujjayi breath, a light constriction at the base of the throat, breath through the nose on the inhale, probably through the nose on the exhale. So after 6 or 7 full iterations, come into stillness, and then lift yourself back up to a seated position. Inhale, sweep your right arm up over your head. Exhale, drop your right hand to the crown of your head. Inhale, lengthen through your spine first. Exhale, fold your right ear towards your right shoulder. On your next inhale, use your right hand or the crown of your head back up to center. Float the right arm up over your head. Exhale, drop your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Left hand by your left hip. Inhale, lengthen along your spinal column. Exhale, rotate your hips to the right first, then heart to the left. Like you were wringing the water out of opposite poles of a dish rag. Each inhale, find more length in your spine. Each exhale, only if it serves you, maybe a little more twist. But each time we twist the heart more to the left, hip to twist the hips back to the right. Inhale. Exhale, release the twist, unwind. Throw your right hand down to the earth in line with your right thigh. Take the webbing between your left thumb and left index finger, feed them into your left hip crease. Fold over your right thigh first. Inhale right here. Inhale, open your heart to the left rather. As you exhale, fold over that right thigh. Pull the heel of your right hand back towards your right knee. Push your left hand into your left hip crease. Inhale, relax your arms, open your heart up to the left. Exhale, fold and engage the arms. 4 or 5 more times. After 6 or 7 iterations, come to stillness. Lift yourself up, and then roll over your crossed ankles. Make your way into a tabletop shape, floating your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Nice flat shape of the back. Back of the head is buoyant for now, in line with the back of your heart. Cat rolling. On an inhale, tuck your toes, drop your belly, shift your gaze forward. Hands, arms, or shoulder width apart. Drag the heels of your hands back towards your knees. Exhale, press into your hands, press into your shins. Pop the space between your shoulder blades up toward the heavens. Inhale, drop your belly, open your heart. Exhale, round through your shoulders. And do 4 more of these at the cadence and the pace of your own breath. Come back into stillness. We're going to do rhomboid push-ups. So the goal is the arms stay straight. Back of the head is buoyant for now. On an inhale, drop just your chest down toward the earth. Feel the space between your shoulder blades close together. And then as you exhale, puff the space between your shoulder blades skyward. And here, if you'd like to drop your chin towards your chest, that works great. Inhale, straight arms, back of the head is buoyant. Drop your chest down to the earth. Exhale, round. Do 4 more of these at the cadence and the pace of your own breath. And then come into stillness. Adjust your hands a little bit. We're going to transition to downward facing dog. So take a look at your hands first. Hands about shoulder width apart. Index fingers pointing at 12 o'clock. Ground down into all 5 knuckles, especially index knuckle and thumb. And then on an inhale, tuck your toes up under your feet. Exhale, lift up and back into downward facing dog. Right away, find some movements in your lower body that will warm you here. Maybe pedaling the feet out, maybe swaying the hips. Breathing the whole time. And then find stillness in your down dog. Let your heels drape in the general direction of the earth. Press down into the index knuckle and thumb again. Relax your neck. And then drop your elbows about 2 inches closer down to the earth. Squeeze them slightly in together. Feel that area under the armpits light up and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, bend your knees, look forward. As you exhale, take as many steps as you need to come forward, find ragdoll. Feet hip distance apart. Generous bending your knees. Whole belly resting in your thighs. Shift the weight so there's a 70-30 weight, with 70% of the weight in the balls of the feet, 30% in the heels, light in the heels, and relax your neck. Breathe. And start to shift more weight into the heels. Skin-toe your feet together. On an inhale, find a halfway lift. Nice flat spine, maybe a big bend in the knees, hands pressed into the shins or the thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Weight is now back in the balls of the feet. One more halfway lift. This time, hands on thighs. Exhale here. Inhale, press your hands into your thighs. Come all the way up to standing. Circle your arms up over your head. Exhale, slice your hands down through heart center. Set a soft gaze at the tips of your fingers. Set an intention for your practice, maybe an intention for your entire day today. And then inhale, sweep your arms up over your head. Lift your gaze, look at your hands. Interlace your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky finger. Exhale right here. And then inhale, lengthen from the tips of the fingers to the soles of the feet. As you exhale, drop the hands over to your left. Press your hips over to your right. And if you can, square your hips and your shoulders toward the top edge of your mat. So we're looking for sensation along the whole right plane of the body. A little bit of lengthening, a little bit of stretch. We're going to do this off the back at the end of the practice as well. Inhale, lift back up to center, find length again. Exhale, drop your hands over to the right. Press your hips over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Lift your gaze again. Look at your hands. Release your fingers. Exhale, hinge into a forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, step back into high plank. And then drop your knees down to the earth. Take the knees out wide. Bring the big toes together to touch. Sit back into a child's pose. Seat towards your heels. Relax your forehead, your heart down toward the earth. Press the index finger and thumb down into the earth. If it would be supportive, now you can always place a block under your forehead or your heart. Take care of yourself here. Your next inhale, come forward. If you walk the hands a little bit forward, find a modified high plank on the knees. If you can, one long straight line from the back of your head to the back of your knees. Shoulders floating over your wrists. Engage your core. That might feel like drawing your belly button towards your spine. Back of the head is buoyant instead of letting the forehead drop down. Inhale right here. And then as you exhale, hands and elbows stay shoulder width apart. Come down to your belly. Find Sphinx pose. Walk your hands forward. Float your shoulders over your elbows. Stretch your legs long behind you. Press into the tops of your feet until your knees lift. Press into your index knuckle and thumb. Drag your elbows back towards your waist. Soften your belly. When we move on from here, I'm good. The next heart opener will be an easy cobra, but you can always come back to the Sphinx pose. These heart openers are pretty interchangeable from my perspective. Inhale. Exhale, lower your heart down to the earth, bring your hands under your shoulders, press up and back into child's pose. Inhale, rock forward, modified high plank. Hands and elbows stay shoulder width apart. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Either go to Sphinx pose, or this time hands under your shoulders. On an inhale, drag the heels of your hands back towards your waist, lift your heart, shift your gaze forward, easy cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, rock forward, modified high plank. Exhale, lower your heart down to the earth. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, rock forward, modified high plank. Exhale, lower your heart down to the earth. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, child's pose. Next round through, we'll go to downward facing dog. Child's pose for now. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower to the earth. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, tuck your toes under your feet. Find downward facing dog. 5 breaths right here. Re-engage with your index knuckle and thumb. Put as much of a bend in your knees as you need to straighten your back. Inhale right here. Exhale. On an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, come up to the top edge of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Maybe take a slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. And this could be a modified high plank. Press down into your index knuckle and thumb. Again, back of the head is buoyant. Drag your belly button towards your spine. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, knees up or down, come halfway down, low plank. Inhale, open your heart. Sphinx, easy cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or step to the top edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into your feet, rise, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, slice your hands down through heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, any version of plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, move to the top of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, any version of plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, any version of low plank. Inhale into any heart opener of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more sun salutation. On an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, move to the top edge of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Any version of plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Next inhale, sweep your right heel up toward the heavens. Close the hip, turn the toes down toward the earth. Inhale right here. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Maybe replace your right hand with your right foot. And then rise up into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Maybe hands on the mat, hands on a block, or hands on that right thigh. For starters, stack the joint, float your head over your shoulders, over your hips. Engage your left glute. Inhale right here. Exhale, release your hips forward toward that right heel. If the knee is coming forward of the ankle, just walk that right foot a little further forward. Inhale, stack the joints. Exhale, let the hips drop forward. Engage your left glute again. Inhale, stacked. Exhale, forward. Inhale, stacked. Exhale, forward and hold right here. Breathe. Release your left hand down to the mat or to a block at any height. Right hand stays on your right thigh. Inhale, lengthen along your spinal column. Exhale, press into your right hand. Open your heart to the right. Guide your hips back toward the left. Inhale, come back into center. Exhale, engage with the right arm. Open your heart up to the right. 4 more times with the cadence and the pace of your arm breath. And so you can start to think about the transition. We're going to come from here into a modified side plank. And then come back into center. There's a block under the left hand. Remove the block. Walk the left hand forward about 3 inches in front of your left shoulder. Pivot the whole right leg back. Pivot the left leg behind you. And then float your right hip over your left, right shoulder over your left. Maybe extend the fingers of that right hand skyward. Engage the fingers on the hand. Good. Flex the toes on your right foot back towards your face. Cant them down toward the earth. And then on an inhale, maybe lift that right thigh. That right leg, rather. Good. Inhale right here. Exhale, toes continue to cant down toward the earth, lower the right leg. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the right leg. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower your right foot, right knee, right heel down to the earth. Modified high plank. Modified low plank. Find any heart opener of your choice. And then on an exhale, make your way into downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift your left heel up. Close hip again. Release your right heel closer down toward the earth. Lift your left heel any amount higher up. Inhale right here. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Maybe replace your left hand with your left foot. Just like the other side, anything that you need to do with the hands here. I'm going to take left hand to left thigh, right hand on top of left for now. Stack your joints, head floats over, shoulders over hips. Engage your right glute, press the top of your right foot into the earth. Inhale right here. Exhale, release your hips forward toward that left heel. Inhale, stack joints. Exhale, release forward. Inhale, stack joints. Exhale, release forward. Inhale, stack joints. Exhale, release forward and hold right here. Bring your right hand down to the mat or to a block, left hand on your left thigh. Inhale, lengthen along your spinal column. Exhale, straighten your left arm. Open your heart up to the left. Rotate your hips back to the right. Exhale, come back into center. Or rather, inhale, come back into center. Exhale, heart opens to the left. 4 or 5 more times at the cadence and the pace of your own breath. Transition here will be to a modified side plank. After 6 or 7 iterations, come back into center. Release your right hand down to the earth, 3 inches forward towards your path beyond your right shoulder. Pivot your right leg back behind you. Step the whole left leg back. Maybe your left hand on your hip. Maybe float the fingers up toward the stars. Flex the toes on your left foot back towards your face. Cant the toes down toward the earth. And then on your next inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, lower the left leg. Inhale, lift your left leg. Lead with the heel. Exhale, lead with the toes, lower to the earth. Inhale, lead with the heel. Lift your left leg and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release your left hand, left knee down to the earth. Modified high plank, modified low plank. Any heart opener of your choice. And then find downward facing dog. 5 breaths. So re-engage, index, knuckle, and thumb down into the earth. Check your hands, index fingers at 12 o'clock. Wrap your elbows down toward the earth, another 2 inches again. Squeeze them slightly together. Relax your neck again. And then release your knees down to the earth. However you want to get them, make your way onto your back. Using good body mechanics during the transition. Put a generous bend in your knees, soles of the feet on the earth. Do a visual check. I would love for your knees and your feet to be hip distance apart. There's a tendency for them to probably want to press outward. Keep drawing them back into center. And if you find crunching in your neck here, lift the crown of your head, lift the back of your head up off the earth. Walk the crown of your head further back down before you set it down. Heels should be close enough to your fingers that you can gently brush them. So we're going to do 5 pelvic tilts before we go into bridging. So exhale out all of your breath. And then as you inhale, go your belly button towards your sternum, feel your lower back press firmly down into the earth. Exhale, relax your pelvis. Inhale, belly button to sternum. Exhale, relax your pelvis. Inhale, belly button to sternum. Exhale, relax your pelvis. And then one more time, inhale your belly button to your sternum. Exhale, relax your pelvis. Same motion initiates the bridge. On an inhale, draw your belly button to your sternum, light in the balls of the feet, heavy on the heels. Exhale, press down into your feet, lift your thighs, lift your hips. Check again. The knees and legs are hip distance apart. Feet and knees, rather. Press more firmly into the heels. Maybe find a little bit more lift. But keep in mind the goal of the bridging, I'm less concerned with the lift than the engagement of the glutes. You can check that with your thumbs or your fingers. Breathe. Inhale right here. Exhale slowly, deliberately, one vertebrae at a time. Come back down onto your back. Relax your pelvis. Inhale, belly button to sternum. Exhale, press into your feet. Lift your thighs. Lift your hips. Second bridge. Weight in the heels again. Check feet and knees again, hip distance apart. Press your knees forward more toward the top edge of your mat. Press into your heels more. Inhale. Exhale, one vertebrae at a time. Come back down onto your back. And then maybe sweep your arms up over your head. Maybe interlace middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger again. On an inhale, draw your belly button to your sternum. Exhale, press into your heels, lift your thighs, lift your hips, come into a bridge. And then come about 20% of the way out of the bridge. Lower your hips a little bit. And on a count of three, vigorously press your hips up to full extension. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Lower the hips about 20%. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Lower the hips about 20%. 1, 2, 3. Lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Slowly, with control, lower all the way down. Keep your arms extended out over your head. This time extend your legs long. We're going to find a banana shape. So start to walk your feet over to the right, just to the point where your left hip starts to lift up. Walk your hands over to the right as well, making a half moon or a banana type shape. Shape is less important than having great sensation on the left plane of the body, from the tip of your left pinky finger to the pinky edge blade of your left foot, especially I expect around the lower back and hips. And start to release the half moon of the banana shape, come back to center. Find another full body stretch. Reach out from the tips of your fingers to the soles of your feet. And then other side, start to walk your feet over to the left. Arms come over to the left as well. right, come back to center. Release your fingers, release your hands. Step back up as if you were going to bridge again. We won't, but as if you were. So generous bend in the knees, soles of your feet on the mat, feet and knees hip distance apart. Now hook the pinky edge blade of your right foot on the outside of your left thigh. Thread the needle. Option one, palm of your right hand on your right inner thigh, anywhere below the knee. Straighten that right arm. Or look between your legs, see that triangle shape. Lift your left foot. Thread your right hand into that triangle. Interlace both hands on the back of the thigh. Flex all 10 toes. Use the muscles in your hip. Press your right knee forward toward the top edge of your mat. Use your arms to drag your left knee back any amount closer towards your left shoulder. And breathe. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rather release that thread the needle. For now, keep this figure eight shape. Take your left hand to your right shin, anywhere below the knee. Drag that right knee down towards your left shoulder by any amount. Or eagle legs, hook your right knee over your left. Lift both knees as if you were trying to touch yourself in the chin. And then left hand to right shin, draw your right knee down towards your left shoulder. We're going to save the supine twist for a little bit later in the practice. So for now, release your right thigh, release your feet down to the earth, unwind your legs, come back to our bridge setup, hook the pinky edge blade of your right foot, on the left foot on the outside of your right thigh, any version of thread the needle, whatever serves you. And I find here from my thread the needle, I've got considerably less mobility with this left hip. So I can actually place I can have the thread the needle shape and still place my left elbow on the inside of my left thigh and give that left leg a little bit of an assist forward with the arm. Release your thread the needle. Any version of Nautilus. So I called this a figure eight before, but it's a supine figure four. Could be from here, could be from eagle legs. But the action, nonetheless, is right hand on the left shin, guiding the left knee down in the general direction of the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, release Nautilus pose, come back to a bridge setup position. It's time to take a block, place it between your inner thighs as close to the pubic bone as you can manage, and then squeeze the block. Interlace the hands at the back of the neck, elbows point toward the stars. Hands are supporting the neck, we're not pulling, but on an inhale, squeeze the block, draw your belly button towards your spine. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, squeeze the block, draw your belly button towards your spine. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, squeeze the block, draw your belly button to your spine. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders as high as you can. And then we're going to pulse upward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted. Inhale right here. Exhale, release down to the mat. Drop your block. Find another full body stretch. And then release the full body stretch. Grab 2 blocks. Come back into our bridge setup. And then touch down into your feet. Lift your thighs and hips. Place both blocks in the lowest setting, side by side under your lower back, right about the level of the SI joint. And then walk your hips over to the right. Feel with your right hand to make sure your right hip is at the far right edge of that block. See your arms out to the side. Lift your shins, float your knees over your hips, flex all 10 toes back toward the earth. Shins probably parallel to the earth. Inhale right here. Exhale, lower your hands down to your legs rather, down to the left. Left hand to the outside of your right thigh. And here on each inhale, I'm going to use my left hand, gently tug my legs down toward the earth as I open my heart more to the right. Inhale, relax. Exhale, pull with the left hand, open the heart to the right. Do this 5 or 6 more times. After 6 or 7 iterations, come back to stillness. Tee the arms out to the side again. With control, lift the legs back up. Lower your feet down to the earth. Shift your hips over to the left. So your left hip comes to the far left edge of the block. Tee your arms out to the side. Shins parallel to the earth. Knees floating over your hips. As you exhale, drop your thighs over to the right. Right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Use the right hand. Gently tug the legs toward the earth. Open your heart more to the left. 6 or 7 more times on your own. All right, after 7 or 8 iterations, to your arms out to the side, with control, draw your legs up to center, lower your feet down to the earth, get centered on those blocks again, and then lift your legs, float your feet over your hips, flex all 10 toes back towards your face, and see if you can relax everything else, waterfall pose. Maybe experiment with pointing and flexing the feet, or maybe small circles with your ankles. And start to put a bend in your knees. Find a squat position from your back, happy baby. Maybe with hands on the backs of your thighs, maybe hands on your shins, peace fingers wrapped around your big toes, or bring your hands to the outside, the pinky edge blades of both feet. And use the arms to gently draw your hips down to the earth. Maybe find a gentle side-to-side rocking movement. If you chose movement, come back into stillness. Release your feet down to the earth. Unless you want the blocks for your final resting shape, feel free to lift up and remove the blocks. And make your way into any final resting shape. Could be in your seat, your belly, your back, your side. Balancing two qualities, relaxation and alertness. If you maintain the Ujjayi breath throughout the practice, great job. And you don't need that here. Just come back to a comfortable, natural breath. Place your focus and your attention on your left thumb and let it relax. Relax your left index finger, middle finger, ring finger. Relax the pinky finger of your left hand, and then your left wrist, your left elbow. Imagine your left shoulder relaxing so much that it could melt down into your mouth. Relax your right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger. Allow the pinky finger of your right hand to relax, and then follow that by relaxing your right wrist, your right elbow, your right shoulder melts down into your mouth. Relax the big toe in your left foot. Same with second toe, middle toe, fourth toe. Relax the pinky toe on your left foot and your left ankle, your left knee, your left hip melts down into your mouth. Place your focus and your attention on the big toe of your right foot, then relax it. Relax the second toe, middle toe, fourth toe. Let the pinky toe of your right foot relax, and then relax your right ankle, your right knee. Your right hip melts down and settles into place precisely next to your left. Visualize a wave of relaxation that starts at the base of your pelvic floor and goes all the way up to your sternum. Relax your chest. Relax your neck. Relax your chin. Let your whole mouth relax. Your lips, your jaw, your tongue, all relax. Relax the tip of your nose, the bridge of your nose, and your whole eyes, eyelids, eyeballs. Imagine what it would feel like if you could relax even the sockets of your eyes any amount more. Relax your forehead. Any strain or stress eases out of your forehead. And then relax even in the crown of your head. Imagine that your whole body is so relaxed that you could melt down to your mat, melt down to your floor, and come to rest upon the earth that supports us all. You can stay right exactly where you are and not change a thing. You don't need my approval or permission to close out your practice in your final resting shape, and you have none. But if your body's ready for the rest of the day, maybe start to reanimate it, beginning with some deeper breaths. Deep, full, and complete in through your nose. Full and complete through your mouth as you exhale. And perhaps you choose to begin to reanimate your body with movement, with some small movements, maybe wiggling your fingers or your toes. Maybe gently drawing your chin from shoulder to shoulder. If it would be pleasing, maybe transition from small movements to medium-sized movements, rotating your hands at the wrists, your feet at the ankles. And then only if it serves you, medium-sized movement to large-sized movements. That might be a full body stretch from any position. If you're on your back, it also might mean putting another bend in your knees, getting into our bridge setup again, and then dropping both knees off to the left and to the right, like the windshield wipers of a car. And taking all the time you need, however you like to get there, make your way to either side into a fetal position. And then press yourself up into a seated position. You can do anything you like with your hands. I'm going to have my thumbs at my sternum, hands at heart center. You can join me here. You can do anything else that you like. Thank you, friend, for allowing me to guide you through the practice for today. If you move to do so, draw your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows. Blessings to you and your family. And that concludes our practice for today. Great job, friends. Again, my name is Chris. I'm from Transformation Nation Yoga and Wellness. You're doing great. Keep going.